Oh, welcome back. This week, the fine fellers and fellettes at O'Reilly want to help you better understand.
Derek Bieri's story is not just about cars. It is a journey of determination, hard work, and following one's passion despite the challenges life throws at you. Born on May 16, 1984, in North Dakota, Derek grew up in a simple environment where life was never easy. From an early age, he learned lessons that would shape the man he would become. Life on the farm taught him the importance of self-reliance. When something broke, it was not replaced, it was fixed. These lessons instilled in him a mindset that would serve him well throughout his life. There are no shortcuts, and the only way forward is through effort, creativity, and persistence. This foundation helped Derek approach every challenge with patience and determination, whether he was repairing a broken engine or facing personal and professional setbacks. His upbringing also gave him a love for machines. Instead of spending his time like other kids in school or leisure, Derek became curious about how things worked. He would take apart engines, weld parts, and experiment with mechanical projects. Every broken piece of equipment became a lesson, and every failed attempt taught him something new. By the time he reached his teenage years, Derek had already developed strong mechanical skills that would later become the cornerstone of his career. These early experiences were crucial because they taught him that learning comes from doing, not just watching or reading. Derek's foundation in practical problem-solving was not something he could learn from books, it had to be earned through hands-on experience. This approach not only gave him confidence but also shaped the creative and determined mindset that fans admire today on Vice Grip Garage. As Derek grew older, he began to explore work beyond his family farm, gaining experience in auto shops and other mechanical businesses. He quickly earned a reputation for being able to repair vehicles that others had given up on. His talent for restoring old and broken cars set him apart. Despite his growing skills and opportunities, Derek chose for a time to step into the corporate world. Like many, he wanted the stability of a steady paycheck, security, and a predictable routine. On the surface, it seemed like a smart choice. However, the corporate job could not satisfy his passion for working with cars. Even after long workdays, he would return to his garage to spend hours tinkering with engines, fixing old vehicles, and experimenting with creative solutions. Derek's story demonstrates the conflict many people face, the choice between a stable but unfulfilling path and a risky pursuit of passion. He realized that no paycheck or security could replace the joy and fulfillment he found in his craft. Choosing to follow his heart was not an easy decision, but it was necessary for him to feel alive and fulfilled. This turning point in Derek's life would define the next chapter of his journey. His decision to leave stability behind and pursue what he truly loved required courage, self-belief, and resilience. It was a gamble with no guaranteed outcome, yet it set the stage for what would become Vice Grip Garage, a channel that would inspire millions. In 2007, Derek began recording his car projects and sharing them online. At the time, YouTube was still growing, and success was far from guaranteed. His early videos were not perfect. Camera quality was limited, lighting was inconsistent, and editing was basic. But what made Derek's content stand out was authenticity. He showed every step of the process, including mistakes, setbacks, and triumphs. Viewers connected with him because they felt like they were learning alongside him, seeing the real, unpolished process of fixing cars. Unlike other creators who focused on flawless builds and highly produced content, Derek chose to highlight the challenges and unpredictability of automotive restoration. One of his breakthrough moments came when he took on a classic car restoration that was considered nearly impossible. His unique approach of saving cars that others deemed unsalvageable captured the attention of enthusiasts around the world. Derek's content emphasized problem-solving, creativity, and persistence, inspiring viewers to tackle their own challenges, whether in cars or life. Over time, his audience grew, attracted not only by the vehicles he restored but also by the lessons embedded in each project. This growth led him to make one of the most important decisions of his life, leaving his corporate job to focus on YouTube full-time. The choice was daunting, involving financial risk, uncertainty, and the responsibility of supporting his family. However, Derek's commitment to his passion and his belief in his abilities drove him forward. With dedication, he transformed his hobby into a thriving career, showing that pursuing what you love, even in the face of fear, can lead to meaningful success. Even after achieving YouTube success, Derek's life was far from simple. Managing a channel requires immense effort beyond filming and editing. It involves planning, organizing, communicating with collaborators, and sometimes dealing with unexpected setbacks. Derek encountered challenges such as theft, misunderstandings with fans, and the pressures of constantly creating engaging content. Despite these difficulties, he remained focused and committed. His fans often stepped in to offer support, demonstrating the strength of the community he had built. Derek's wife, Jessica, played an instrumental role in managing the business and family aspects of his career, allowing him to focus on the creative work he loved. Their partnership illustrates that success is rarely a solo effort, it is built on collaboration, trust, and support. Derek also made efforts to balance family life with his demanding career, involving his children in the journey and fostering a sense of togetherness. This aspect of his story makes Vice Grip Garage more than just a channel, it became a family project and a shared dream. The sense of community, both at home and online, was central to Derek's approach, reflecting his values of connection, responsibility, and authenticity. Fans connected not only to the cars but also to the humanity behind the work, seeing a person who faced struggles, made mistakes, and persevered. This authenticity became the hallmark of Derek's brand, distinguishing him in a crowded online space. One of the most memorable examples of Derek's persistence and skill occurred during the restoration of an old Mustang that had sat unused for decades. The vehicle was rusty, damaged, and full of mechanical problems, and he faced the added pressure of an approaching snowstorm. Many people would have given up, but Derek methodically inspected, repaired, and problem-solved every obstacle. His patience and commitment paid off when the engine finally roared to life. While the car was not perfect, it symbolized something much greater than mechanical success. It represented persistence, problem-solving, and belief in the possibility of revival. This moment captures the essence of Derek's approach, not just to cars, but to life. He demonstrates that even situations that seem hopeless can be salvaged with effort, creativity, and courage. The lessons from this experience resonate far beyond automotive work. They apply to challenges in careers, personal growth, and everyday problem-solving. Derek's work emphasizes that failure is part of learning, and success is built on the willingness to try, fail, and try again. His story inspires viewers to embrace challenges with determination, reminding us that persistence is often more valuable than talent alone. Through moments like the Mustang restoration, Derek illustrates that the journey itself, the process, effort, and resilience, is as meaningful as the result. As Vice Grip Garage grew, Derek's influence expanded beyond YouTube. In 2022, he gained his own show, Roadworthy Rescues, which brought his skills and philosophy to a broader audience. The show follows him as he finds abandoned vehicles and restores them under tight deadlines, often facing high-pressure situations. This milestone reflected the recognition he had earned through years of dedication, skill, and authenticity. Derek's approach continued to emphasize learning through doing, taking risks, and staying true to one's passion. He maintained the honesty and realism that made him relatable, rather than succumbing to the polished perfection common among other creators. His success, however, did not diminish the challenges he faced. The pressure of creating content consistently, traveling, and maintaining his community required discipline and resilience. Derek balanced these demands while keeping the focus on his passion for cars and helping others understand the value of hard work. This ongoing effort demonstrates that success is not an endpoint but a continuous journey that requires dedication, adaptability, and authenticity. His story underscores the idea that pursuing your passion involves both opportunity and responsibility. For Derek, the rewards were not just financial or professional, they included building a supportive community, inspiring others, and creating meaningful experiences with his family. family and community remained central to Derek's story. His wife, Jessica, handled many aspects of the business, allowing Derek to dedicate his energy to mechanical projects. Their children also became part of the journey, making Vice Grip Garage more than a business, it became a shared family endeavor. This collaborative effort illustrates how success is often rooted in support, trust, and shared values. Derek's engagement with fans also reflected his commitment to authenticity and community building. Rather than presenting a polished, curated version of life, he showcased the challenges, mistakes, and triumphs inherent in restoration work. Fans connected with this approach, seeing a creator who faced struggles honestly while inspiring others through resilience and creativity. Derek's story highlights the importance of balance, showing that personal and professional fulfillment often require collaboration, empathy, and dedication. His example demonstrates that success is not only about individual talent or effort, it is about fostering connections, building support systems, and maintaining integrity while pursuing one's goals. By integrating family and community into his work, Derek created a sustainable model of success that resonates deeply with audiences worldwide. Derek Bieri's story is ultimately one of inspiration, resilience, and passion. From humble beginnings on a farm to becoming a well-known figure in the automotive world, he exemplifies the power of perseverance. His journey teaches that success is not about luck or shortcuts, it is about dedication, hard work, and staying true to oneself. Through setbacks, challenges, and risks, Derek remained committed to his craft, demonstrating the importance of patience, creativity, and authenticity. His story resonates with anyone striving to turn a passion into a career, showing that obstacles can be overcome through persistence and belief in one's abilities. Whether restoring a classic car, managing a YouTube channel, or navigating personal challenges, Derek's life provides a blueprint for approaching life with courage, determination, and heart. He reminds us that even the most broken things, be it a car, a dream, or a goal, can be brought back to life with effort, patience, and faith. Derek's journey continues to inspire fans and aspiring creators, proving that following one's passion, no matter the obstacles, is always worth the risk. Derek Bieri's journey is more than just about cars. It is a story of determination, resilience, and pursuing passion despite life's obstacles. Born on May 16, 1984, in North Dakota, Derek grew up in a simple, hardworking environment. Life on a farm taught him lessons that would shape the man he became. When something broke, there was no calling someone to fix it, it had to be repaired. This early lesson instilled in him a mindset of persistence, self-reliance, and problem-solving. Derek quickly learned that there are no shortcuts in life, success comes from effort, patience, and creativity. These formative experiences provided him with the foundation for everything he would later achieve. From fixing broken tools to helping his family on the farm, Derek developed a deep respect for hands-on work. Unlike many kids his age, who might have preferred games or distractions, Derek spent his time observing, learning, and experimenting with mechanical objects. He became fascinated by how things worked, taking apart broken engines, attempting repairs, and learning through trial and error. Every mistake was a lesson, and every small success gave him confidence. By the time he was a teenager, Derek already possessed mechanical skills that most adults would admire. His early experiences taught him that knowledge is earned, not simply read from a book, and that real-life learning often comes from doing rather than observing. These early challenges shaped his mindset and built the persistence and creativity that would become his biggest strengths. As he grew older, Derek ventured beyond his family farm, gaining experience in different auto shops and businesses. He quickly became known for his ability to repair vehicles that others had given up on. His talent for fixing old and broken cars set him apart, and it became the foundation of his future career. Despite this growing skill and reputation, Derek initially chose the path of stability by stepping into the corporate world. Like many, he sought security through a steady paycheck and a predictable routine. On the surface, this seemed like a smart choice. Yet, despite the comfort of stability, he felt unfulfilled. The corporate job could not satisfy his love for working with cars. Even after long workdays,